privileged to introduce our distinguished speaker for today's Vihara session, Dr. Nirmala ArulPrakash. She is an accomplished orator, writer, and social activist, entrepreneur, and political leader. She has served as a general secretary and spokesperson of the Tamil Nadu Congress Committee and has been actively associated with public like education, human rights, women's rights, and Dalit issues. She has also authored and published books and articles in both Tamil and English. Dr. Nirmala ma'am comes from a remarkable legacy of social reform and is the great granddaughter of Pandit Lothi Das and Dewan Bahadur Rattimalai Srinivasan, who dedicated their lives to social justice and the eradication of untouchability. Today, Dr. Nirmala ma'am will speaking on the contribution of Rattimalai Srinivasan to the annihilation of the caste system. We are truly honored to have her with us today. Jai Bhim, Dr. Nirmala ma'am. We warmly welcome you to Vihara. Please start your session. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am,
Hello,
I think you
everyone.
have connected from two different devices. So could
I
you
think
please,
one second.
ma'am, you have connected from two different devices in the same room. So that's why we are getting an echo. So could you please just join from one device? And please unmute yourself. Right now you are muted. Ma'am, can you hear us? You will have to unmute yourself. We cannot hear you.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear
Now,
you.
now can you hear, sir?
Yes.
Uh, Hi, everyone.
Jai Bhim and welcome, ma'am.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Uh, I'm Dr. Nirmala, uh, great granddaughter of Ayotidas Pandidar and Rettamale Srinivasan. Uh, I'm happy to join Ambedkar Association of Northern America. I'm also thankful to Mr. Narendran who had introduced me to Mr. Mahesh Vasnik, and I'm thankful to Mr. Mahesh Vasnik as well, and all the members of Ambedkar Association. I'm happy to invite and greet you all. Today, my topic is about Rettamale Srinivasan and annihilation of caste and which he had contributed, whatever he had contributed. I'm happy to talk about my great grandfather today. And Rettamale Srinivasan was a very pioneer leader to Dr. Ambedkar also, because he was born on 7th July 1816. And Dr. Ambedkar was born in 1891, as you all know, 14th April. So he's 31 years elder to Dr. Ambedkar. So the untouchability was at the core when he was born. And with all the disabilities and all the discomforts and all the sufferings he had finished his graduation. He was the first graduate of the Dalit community in Tamil Nadu. And he had contributed a lot. And so he is considered as a pioneer leader of the Dalit movement, without which the Tamil Nadu Dalit people wouldn't have come up in education or in all the field, whatever field they are in now. So Rettamali Srinivasan, actually, he pioneered in all the social activities, economic activities, especially in education for the Dalits. Everything he had devoted his entire life to the people of Dalit community all over the world. And Rettamali Srinivasan, though he was born in a remote village in Koriyalam at Madurantakam in Tamil Nadu, he actually graduated in accountancy, and he went and joined the in East India Company estates to look into the accounts of the estate there. And at that time, that was in 1890s, at Ooty, he had helped all the laborers there and the Dalit community over there, especially the Paraya community, what we call in Tamil Nadu is Paraya, which is actually uh, ostracized in Tamil Nadu but, with all the other castes. The caste system was such that all the discrimination and the ostracization and the taboos, everything, whatever he had suffered, he had overcome all that. And he vowed to work for the Dalit community because in 1890 he was in a very good job. But after suffering his people's who were very disabled and who were in a very poor condition, he thought he should devote his entire life to the cause of untouchability, eradication of untouchability. So he left the job, and his father actually asked him, with that such handsome earnings, why should you leave the job? Then he said, this is not only the family which I have to take care. I have the entire community over there in Tamil Nadu, all over India, in fact, where the Dalits are suffering. I cannot see them suffer like that. That is my community. That is my family, he said. And he walked out into the public life and he continued from there. He went all over the entire South and seeing his people without even a thatched roof to sit and not a proper not the proper food to eat and no water, clean water to drink. He was actually in tears. So he vowed, and from there his life starts in the public arena. And Rettamali Srinivasan also met Pandit Ayodhidasar in Uti. Both of them together started Dravida Mahajana Sabha. And first conference was held in December 12th in 1891, wherein they held a conference on behalf of the Sabha, wherein 10 proposals were read out. And one most important thing is, first and foremost, was the reservation. The first voice of reservation came from them all over in India for the Dalit community. They demanded that reservation should be given and the people should be given reservation in the local bodies, panchayats, and municipalities. And in those days, the criteria was they should have some land or some property, which they included saying that that should be removed for the Dalit people. They should be nominated as panchayat members and municipality members so that their grievances should be heard and they should come up in life, education, everything, whatever, in all the spheres, in fact. So that was the first reservation voice raised in 1891. And they also demanded education and equality of rights for the Dalit community. And Rettamale Srinivasan, his voice was very loud, saying that his people should be given proper education, proper economic status, and they should have a roof, land, land for cultivation, everything he demanded. It was in 18, actually, I wrote a book on Rettamale Srinivasan in 2015, about 200 pages. And there I have mentioned all the, I mean, I have researched about Rettamale Srinivasan, though I am great granddaughter. I researched about him and I was overwhelmed by his contribution to the entire community in India. And so he also demanded that the word paraya, which was ostracized, and the Hindus, caste Hindus, raised taboos against them. They were very much, I mean, uh, out of the society, like as panchamas. They were very much degraded, and so he actually he asked for the reservation not only in panchayat boards and local municipality bodies, but also for the education of the people. So in 1898, he raised the issue with the government that the government, because of his loud voice, the government also ordered for municipal schools, that is corporation schools, um, as back as 1898 itself, and that each presidency, the government should spend from the grant for education for the children of the Dalit community. But actually, the paraya, which is denoted as a very degraded word and as outcasts, the people of parayas were treated as outcasts. He took that word paraya and he crowned for the people. That is what he said. The newspaper Paraya was started in October 1893 by Rettamale Srinivasan, and he crowned the very newspaper as Parayan. That is the very demeaned word, which was I mean, regarded as an ostracized word in the society, and the people of the community also were not, I mean, included into the whole of Indo society. So he crowned that word Paraya for his magazine, that is newspaper. And with his friends who gave him 15 rupees, he started the newspaper. And within 2 days, 400 copies were sold. And he got the profit, out of which he himself established a printing press. And within 3 months, he had brought it into a weekly because it was a monthly earlier. That newspaper also spoke about all the discriminalities and all the whatever they had in the society, whatever sufferings they had, everything he just he overcame all that by starting the Paria magazine newspaper, which was six pages one. And one thing I want to mention is his outstanding intellectual activity in obtaining his degree as first graduate in education in the severe caste-related discrimination and challenges. So in such a scenario, he had faced the challenges and became the first graduate. And caste-based prejudices and system of hierarchy, that is the traditional Hindu society, especially social oppression and injustice, is a curse in our Indian society, isn't it? So that also he wanted to overcome and bring the people upward, that is to raise them from that level. And Rettamale Srinivasan also had established himself in all the spheres, not only in education, also he fought for the social upwardness and social equality for the people of Dalit community. So he actually demanded ICS examination should not be held in India because if it is held in India, the upper caste community will become ICS and they will start treating the Dalit community much more into the lower strata of society. They will oppress them, and they will their upper hand will again make the Dalit community into all the sufferings mode. So what he did was he prepared 112 feet signed by 3,412 people, and he presented it to Sir George Chesney, the British Member of Parliament, and he also made a lot of points in that petition, saying that his people should be given liberty and freedom in education. And also, he said in Pachipas College, that is the famous college in Tamil Nadu, there the Dalit students were not allowed to enter into the college. So he demanded justice, and he said the Pachipas College should give open the doors for the Dalit students as well. And also, he also gave one more point in that petition, saying that the in Mylapore in Tamil Nadu, Chennai city, Mylapore was the place where the judges' residences were there. There, one board was placed that Dalits are in Paraya community or prohibited to enter into the locality. So he was very annoyed by the board, and immediately he sent that petition also to the government. And herein, when he gave the petition to the uh, MP George Chesney, he included that also, saying that that board should be removed, and that was taken care because of his petitions. That board was removed, and justice was done there. Again, he also met Lord Elgin. Elgin visited Tamil Nadu, Chennai city in December 1895. So in 1895, Srinivasan, along with his Parayar Mahajana Sabha, he started an organization, Parayar Mahajana Sabha, wherein he, on 22nd October 1895, he went along with his colleagues to meet Lord Elgin, Viceroy of the Indian government. There, he actually went in a very grand manner to meet Lord Chesney. He went in a coach drawn by two horses in a coach, where he took his Parayar Mahajana Sabha members, that is, five of his members, and his and entrance. He entered to the palace of Lord Chesney, the Governor General, in a such grand manner that everybody were astonished to see that, because the way in which he went, the whole scenario was very astonishing and surprised all the people, because he was given an appointment, and the Governor General, not been able to see him, sent the people, the servants, to search around, thinking that he'll be standing in some corner of the palace, governor's palace. But he went and entered into the portico, and very grandly he alighted there. And everyone surprised. The other communities were prejudiced to see him like that, and he went along with the six-member team and met Lord Chesney there, and Lord Elgin there, and he gave his petition, saying that free education should be given to the Dalit people, and cultivation for land for cultivation should be given to them, and also he demanded that freedom of rights should be given to his people, like other people entering in all the places, public places. And so the petition was given there. And actually, in 1894, again, earlier to 1895, in 1894 itself, he demanded for sorry, he demanded for Parambok lands or barren lands for his people. So, barren lands for his people to cultivate, and also for housing or shelter. And the continued petitions of Rettamale Srinivasan heard by the government, in fact. But earlier that I told about ICS examination, that I forgot to mention that the petition which he gave for not, I mean, allowing the ICS examination to be conducted in India, that reached the British Parliament, and all the British MPs started talking about that, and the papers as well as the dailies in Great Britain, they published this and saying that the people of India, one set of people, that is a particular community, was enslaved and they are treated as slaves. So this was questioned and raised, and the Secretary to India in Great Britain, he took up the issue and he ordered that this kind of treatment should not be allowed. But and also, so in fact, due to this, Labor Department or Labor officer was established to look into the grievances of the Dalit people. So that was one more achievement which he did. And after that, he was running the. I should mention about the Parain Weekly. That is, the Parain Weekly contributed a lot of grievances of the people were published into the newspaper, and he brought in all the atrocities of the upper community people against the Dalit people, and the whole community how it suffered, and they were dislocated and disallocated, and they were not even treated as unseeable. So all these grievances were brought in the newspaper, and people started. Lot of copies were distributed, and it improved. The newspaper actually improved, and he went pillar to post to fight for the people of the Dalit community. But then, as we all know, during Dr. Ambedkar's period itself, how he suffered in the hands of the upper caste communities. Similarly, Rettamale Srinivasan, 30 years earlier, how he suffered, we should imagine. It is unimaginable. He actually wanted to, get equal rights for his people. And so he worked very hard and strived to get all the rights for his people. But this created hatred, and actually the people were angered. The upper community people, they started questioning him, and they were. They also gave lot of hindrances to Rettamale Srinivasan. He faced all that with bravery, and he was a revolutionary, in fact. So he never feared anything. He was ahead. Then he thought this is not enough for bringing the people up, and so he wanted to raise the people to the higher level and bring them equality of rights. So he planned to go to England and petition to the British government by himself in person. So he planned accordingly. He went to Bombay and boarded the first ship which sailed towards the west. So at that time, his father gave telegram saying that he should not go sea voyage, and all those days they feared, and he was they wanted to stop him. But he gave his father a telegram saying the dead corpse will not return back. Saying this, he was very determined, and so he went uh, towards the west, and he sailed, and actually the ship stopped in Zanzibar in East Africa, and wherein he wanted to get his visa there. So he also lighted there, and he wanted to catch another ship. But unfortunately, he fell ill and he got a malaria fever. And so he actually was helpless in an unknown land without anyone's help or anything. He was stranded there, but fortunately, by God's grace, was able to taken care, and two people from Tamil Nadu South, they came to help him, they took him to their dwellings, and they took care of him. And after his recovery, he thanked them, and he wanted to sail towards London, but the doctor advised him he should not go for a sea voyage or anything, and he cannot even return back to India. He was advised to take rest there itself. So he went to South Africa. He managed to go there, and he got a job in the court as translator, wherein he met Mahatma Gandhi there, and he taught in Tamil and also to sign in Tamil as MK Gandhi. And both of them were, they wanted to fight for the equality of rights, human rights. So in that, he became friendly with Mahatma Gandhi, and he's there also. Again, he fought for the laborers and also the Dalit communities and all the poor people there, and he strived hard, and he spent some 20 years over there. And with all his efforts there, he earned a name, and people supported him there. And he thought of coming back to India, thinking of his people. He should, his thought was always in India for his people. So after spending some 20 years, he returned back in 1921. 1900 he went, and 1921 he returned back to India. And stepping on the motherland, he thought my people are still in the same condition, and prayed to God that he should strive again for the people there in India, here in India, and also that he should work hard till uh, his end of the life, till the end of his life. So he was already 60 years, and he was actually he started organizations there again in Tamil Nadu, in Chennai, and he started working for the people. And in 1923, he was made MLC. He actually was nominated as MLC in 1923, wherein he took oath in September 1923 as member of Legislative Assembly. And the Justice Party supported him. The wonder is, as soon as he became the member of the Legislative Assembly in 1924, he gave a very historical proposal to the government, that is, the untouchables should be given equality of rights, and they should be allowed in all the public places. They should be able to use the public wells for water, drinking water, and wherever they want to go, they should move freely. Like that, this proposal was a very historical one, which is against, which is to eradicate untouchability and against untouchability. So the people of Tamil Nadu supported him outside as well as in the assembly. Assembly, all the members, uh, some of them, always there is a division for both negative and positive aspects, isn't it? So he was supported only for by the few people, few members, whereas the other members vehemently opposed the proposal. But somehow he succeeded by talking to the members of the assembly, like Tyagaraja Chettiar and many of his colleagues, and he succeeded in bringing the proposal, and the government accepted. And the first historical act was pronounced by the British government, and the first GO of Untouchability Act was brought in the Madras Legislative Assembly. And thanks to Diwan Bahadur Rettamale Srinivasan for this proposal, which gave freedom of rights to the people for the first time to walk into the public places, to use public wells and public chowdhuries everywhere. They were able to move freely. But again, the upper caste disequalities, discriminalities, all this again started. But Rettamale Srinivasan never, went back. He always looked into the act, I mean, the practicality of the act, whether it is practiced everywhere, and wherever it was not, I mean, followed, immediately he petitioned and he fought and he wrote to the district collectors. He went in person and saw that the act was practiced, and in practice, people were able to get their rights. And Retamale Srinivasan was the one person who was always in the attire of uh, I mean, he wore the Western attire always, and he loved to wear that. And he also asked the people not to, I mean, feel very comforted or anything. So he changed the dress code. In fact, he told them to wear pants and shirts instead of dhotis, and he said you should get a kind of confidence when you wear that. And so he always advised his people to come up in life with attire, attitude, as well as approach. The three aspects which I consider to be the success of Ratamale Srinivasan is his attire, his approach, and attitude. His attitude was always positive, and his approach, of course, whichever aspect he went in, he always had that approach which was very correct to approach all the people, whether it is upper caste people or I mean this Dalit people or the community, his own community people. He never bothered. He approached all the people in equal aspect, and every one of them supported. That was in fact very I am surprised to see that one in his life, because it was supported always by all the caste communities also. This was because of his approach. In fact, a Brahmin named Veeraragava Iyer, he was the close friend of Ratamale Srinivasan. He always called him Peda, a pet name. But Ratamale Srinivasan was very strict. That his friend, when he came to see him, if he does not close the gate, he will say, uh, "Idiot, idiot." He used to say that Brahmin friend, close the gate. So he was very bold, and his attitude was such that he was a very disciplined person, and he was always a very very what to say, in all his activities, whatever he followed, his approach, everything was in standard. That is why his whole profile was where, I mean, to see him as, I see him as a high profile person, but down to earth person as well, because he mingled with the downtrodden people, his community, with such an affection and love that all the people loved to ponder over him and surrounded him. And one more thing is the important thing. I'm just outlining all the whatever activities he undertook in his life, especially for the people of the Dalit community. So in 1930, when the Roundtable Conference was held in London, he was invited from South as the representative of the Dalit community. And Dr. Ambedkar went from North to represent the Dalit community. So both of them went to the Roundtable Conference. They both attended the two roundtable conferences held at London 1930 and 31. And actually, the third conference, 1932, was only officially, I mean, constituted. So these two conferences were followed by the representative of all the Indian communities, the Rajas, their grievances, the depressed communities and their grievances, all the Sikh communities, Muslims, everybody were invited, the Congress, and all of them represented the Roundtable Conference. And it was the Roundtable Conference started on 17th 11, November 1930. And in an eloquent manner, it was presided by the king, and all the representatives were introduced to the king at that time. So the first day, when the king was introduced to the representatives of the Round Table Conference, I must say this to all the people, all my friends, you'll be astonished to hear this because when Retamale Srinivasan's turn came, King gave his hands to Retamale Srinivasan, but he refused to give his hand and he held his hands at the back. Everybody were astonished and taken aback, and he had a sticker in his coat saying that R. Srinivasan, Paraya, untouchable. These were the words in which was uh, he pinned in his coat, and the king was taken aback. So he said, What happened?" Retamale Srinivasan said, "Your Majesty, if I touch you, you'll be polluted." The king could not understand anything because I mean he was new to all this kind of thing. And the king said, "What do you mean by that?" He said, "I cannot explain this in one or two words." Then the king actually caught hold of his hands and shook very uh, nicely, and he said, I need to talk to you. And he gave immediate appointment to Retamale Srinivasan. So in the whole conference, Dr. Ambedkar was also there, present there. He was 31 years and Retamale Srinivasan was 60 years. But the King George V, who actually was the King George V, actually, he was, ruling over all the entire countries of the world. So this kind of expression which Ratamali Srinivasan showed will also, can not anything can be done. Even he can be beheaded, but he never feared. He was such a bold person that he never gave his hands. And when the king called him into the palace, he went to meet the king, and he was given a red carpet welcome and given high tea, and he was received by the king with warmth. And he says, I was very overwhelmed by the treatment of the king. And when the king inquired him, what is untouchability, he explained him. And the king again asked him, when one of your community people falls down, will anybody else lift him up? No, the upper community people will never do that. They will rather lift a dog also, but not the person belonging to my community, the Dalit community or the Parayas. The king was taken aback and he said, I will not let this happen in my regime. That was a great impact which Ratamala Srinivasan gave in the entire round table conference. A lot of articles or presentations or talks which cannot be explained, he gave in one single act of him, which shook the king himself. And the roundtable conference proceedings went on. Dr. Ambedkar and Retamale Srinivasan both worked together for the cause of the Dalit community or the depressed class people. And both of them, Retamale Srinivasan mentions in his autobiography, saying that Dr. Ambedkar and I were like nail and flesh and working for the community at the roundtable conference. They also declared that we are non-Protestant Hindus or Protestant Hindus, saying that we protest the Hindu community because the Hindu hierarchy by the Varna system had held us as Panchamas, and they never treated us as a human being at all. And they also fought for the equality of rights, education for the people, especially they wanted political rights, that the franchise for the Dalit community. This was also for the first time that both of them went and spoke over there in both the roundtable conferences. Gandhi did not attend the first roundtable conference, so he attended the second one, wherein Dr. Ambedkar and Ratamala Srinivasan vehemently opposed Mahatma Gandhi because he never talked about, or he never wanted to say anything about the Dalit community. He was on his own for the Congress party and the freedom of the nation alone. But Retamalai Srinivasan said his words, I want to say, without the liberty of my community, I will not let this country, India, get the independence. This is what he vowed. Retamalai Srinivasan stands there. He says, my community should get freedom. Without getting the freedom, how can India get the freedom? How can we allow that? That cannot be allowed, he said. And Retamalai Srinivasan and Dr. Ambedkar, they were very successful in presenting to the government. Dr. Ambedkar was, everybody knew, he's an intellectual. He spoke aloud for the people and he was very, very successful. And so what he did, both of them did was had a very great impact on the British government. That in 1932, Dr. Ramsay MacDonald, Prime Minister of Britain, British Parliament, he gave the communal award to the people of the Dalit community. This communal award means that the community of the depressed classes community will be given rights and also the franchise rights, electoral rights, etc. But unfortunately, Mr. Gandhi, M.K. Gandhi opposed it very vehemently. That he was in Narwada jail at that time in Pune. See, he opposed it. He said, I will not allow this communal award at all. Saying this, he went fast unto death on 20th September 1932. But Ambedkar was adamant enough. He said, equally, he said, I will not allow this. We fought for the franchise of the people. We want the electoral rights of our people, and we want the separate electorate, and we want the separate reservation for our people. He said. Mahatma Gandhi said, no, that will, depart the entire Dalit community from the Hindu stream. Ambedkar said, I don't care. He said, I will rather shoot myself. And Retamalai Srinivasan also went and spoke to Mr. Gandhi in Narwada jail. He met him for 4 times or something. Everybody, Rajagopalachari, everybody went and spoke. Madan Mohan Malviya, everybody were compromising on both the sides. And finally, Retamalai Srinivasan and Dr. Ambedkar, they were discussing, and Retamalai Srinivasan advised Dr. Ambedkar that if something happens to Gandhi, the whole entire community will be affected. And so let us budge on this. Both of them with very heavy hearts, they agreed. And the Pact was signed in 1932. 24 days he was fasting. And because Mahatma Gandhi's son came and spoke to Dr. Ambedkar to save his father's life, and Rajaji also came to compromise. And so at last Dr. Ambedkar agreed and the pact was signed. And Retamalai Srinivasan also signed. 25 leaders signed the pact. In fact, Gandhi, who was the cause for the Pune Pact, never signed the agreement. And this historical pact, according to the Pune Pact, the separate electorates was revised as each and every constituency, two electoral ballots will be held, like one for the general and another for the Dalit community, SCs, depressed class people. This was very confusing, in fact, but they had no other option, and so they agreed. But franchise was given to the Dalit people, which was very successful, historical one for the Dalit community history. And after the Pune Pact, Retamalai Srinivasan and Dr. Ambedkar, both of them, in fact, though they didn't live in the same place, that is, Retamalai Srinivasan was in South and Dr. Ambedkar was in North. Both of them worked for the people. They strived for the entire community, upliftment of the Dalit community, in fact. And Retamalai Srinivasan also argued for temple entry because the temple was not allowed, or the it was not. I mean, it was prohibited for the Dalit community. So they actually they were prevented to enter the temple. So Retamale Srinivasan said, the temple who wants the rights for the temple entry? The all the temples belong to us, because all the temples on which the kings built the monument, I mean, built the temples, were monuments of our ancestors who are buried in the places, on the burial of the Dalit people, the community people. The kings have raised the temples, so that place belongs to us. So no, I mean, we need not ask anyone for the entry. We have every right to enter the temple. This is the argument of Rattamala Srinivasan. Even in the assembly, he spoke that great saints and many people like Thiruvalluvar, Avayar, everybody, they all belong to the Dalit community. They are the intellectual people who belong to this community. And so this shows that intellectual or whatever the higher strata of society, whatever the wavelength, that doesn't belong to the upper community. It belongs to each and every people of the whole humanity. Every human has the right. So every human has the same intellect. Every human has the same equality of rights, he said. And Ratamale Srinivasan's, I mean, his 80th birthday was celebrated when Rajaji was Prime Minister. They say Prime Minister for the Chief Minister. And Kalyana Sundaram, he gave the title Dravida Mani to Ratamale Srinivasan, and many MPs and MC Raja presided. I mean, Rajaji presided over the function. MC Raja only worked for the entire function and celebrations, and it was held in a grand manner. And 15 years he worked in the assembly. His voice was raised for the voiceless people, and so Retamale Srinivasan's work and his contributions to the community stands tall, and so whatever his contributions does not stop here, and lot of contributions are there. But since I have to limit myself to the time factor, in fact, I want to complete my talk over here. I mean, I want to stop my talk over here. And I would like to say one more thing. He was given Rao Sahib on 1/1/1926, Rao Bahadur on 3rd June 1930, and Diwan Bahadur on 1/1/1936. The Diwan Bahadur, he was the only Dalit person to get the title in the entire India. No one else has got the Diwan Bahadur title in the Dalit community. So he stands tall above everybody, and he was a pioneer. Now, everybody say in Tamil Nadu, Periyar is the reformer. But Ayodhidasa Pandita, Rattamale Srinivasan were pioneer leaders, even long before Periyar. And so only their principles and whatever their legacy was carried on by Periyar. And but Rattamale Srinivasan's history, though he had contributed so much for the entire community in India, for the people of India, is forgotten, and the unsung hero of Indian society or Indian history should be heard and listened by everyone. I hope you all enjoyed. And I have written a book on Rettamale Srinivasan in 2015. That is Rettamale Srinivasan, I'll show here. Revolutionary Samaritan. This is available. This is written by me. This is available in Ikatitangal, Gindi, my residence. Anyone can call to me, and you can get the books. You can purchase the book, and also his autobiography, which I translated into English myself as Rettamala Srinivasan's life history in short. This you can get online and in Tamil also. I have brought in his autobiography in Tamil, the original, as well as I've expanded it in Tamil, explained it in Tamil, and Hindi, of course. When Pandit had translated this to me, and I really thank him for that. So Hindi also it is available online. Again, I'll show this for you people to note. And I'll send the link also. You can purchase the books and also you can get more about him. And also this Ratamali Srinivasan's book, which I have written, it is like a research one. It has also the manuscript that is Ratamali Srinivasan had written a letter to his daughter, which I have brought in here, but it is in Tamil. That is also here in this book. And I also want to mention that all his medals and all his medals also and the pipes he used and the postage stamp was released by the then chief minister and his memorial was also inaugurated. His postage stamp was released and his memorial is this one. It stands in Gindi. And one thing I want to mention, this is a wonderful rice. This is uh, I'll read the letters inscribed in this rice, one rice. Wonderful rice. May God bless a long, happy, and prosperous life to Maharaja Rajasri Rao Sahib R. Srinivasan Avargal, member of Madras Legislative Council, Pundamalli, Chengalpet. These 123 words were inscribed in one rice and presented to Rettamale Srinivasan. And so, with this, I'll end my talk and hope you all enjoyed this. And if I get time, I'll be happy to talk more and more about Rettamale Srinivasan and also my another great grandfather, Pandit Ayodhidasa. Thanks, everyone. I thank Mr. Mahesh Vasnik for giving me this opportunity. I'm very thankful to Ambedkar Association of Northern America for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for the insightful session. Now I
Welcome.
request members to ask questions. Please raise your hand or type your questions in the chat box.
Yes, you can proceed. You can ask. Any
Any
questions?
questions?
I'll be happy to answer.
Is there any questions?
Mhm.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Before we
Welcome.
conclude the session, is there any
Yeah.
announcement?
Yes,
Sandesh, sir?
I would like my books to be purchased online. I told you, no, these three books I've showed in the camera. This Hindi one. Can you read it? Are you able to see
Yes, yes,
this?
yes, yes, yes. Diwan Bahadur Datyamalai Srinivasan Jivani
Yeah.
Saramsh. Yes.
Yes. That is autobiography of Rettamale Srinivasan actually, and which I have written in Tamil as well as English also. And this can be purchased in Amazon or Flipkart and online. And my book you can get by inquiring to my through my phone number or whatever you want to.
Thank you for information.
Yeah, and
Uh,
Retamale Srinivasan's history is very. In fact, I have brought it into very very short capsule one, so that can be elaborately spoken also as well, and in each and every aspect if you wish to, and I'll be glad to share that also with you people. And I'm also happy to be associated with the Ambedkar Association of Northern America. I'm really happy to be connected to you, and I'm thankful to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Is there any questions? Please ask.
Is anyone? I want to know whether anyone knows Retamale Srinivasan. In fact, earlier. So
Thank
anyone
you.
knows there about Retamale Srinivasan already or not?
No, ma'am. It's a wonderful
Ah,
session, and yeah, I think we are hearing it first time because if you see
okay.
in our curriculum as well, it wasn't taught. So, and
Yeah,
just to be honest, it is to
yeah.
compare
I want.
if we know, but
Yeah,
we were not knowing about him, and it is good that this session has highlighted and brought the important role he played, in the
yes,
annihilation. So I think it's wonderful, and there's still maybe a lot of untold stories and which we have not heard because of our
yes.
language issues. We can say like the people who speak
That's right.
in the south and the most part like the northern areas which we belong to don't understand Tamil. And the common language that we speak, then is the English is one of the medium that we speak, as well as
Yeah.
the Hindi or the Marathi. So I think there's always a linguistic issues, but the books even maybe not have not circulated to the region that we came from, and it is wonderful that you came and spoke
Yeah,
about.
recently only I launched, sir,
Okay,
because
nice.
yeah, because I mean, like unsung hero of the Indian history,
Mm-hmm.
it should not be forgotten, no. So I wanted to bring it into limelight. That is why I, because in fact I went to International Conference on Human Rights held at Vienna in 1993, wherein all the people, Dalit people from all over the world,
Mm-hmm.
I was introduced as Retamale Srinivasan Ayodhidas Pandita's granddaughter. Immediately, they all were happy to receive me, and they made me chairperson of the untouchability committee there. Untouchability, caste system, and bonded labor. That was a committee in the NGOs conference. So
Mm-hmm.
I was made chairperson there. I'm very taken aback and surprised to see that Retamale Srinivasan was known in all over the world to the people of Dalit community. At that time, I thought I should write a book. It was in 1993, but actually, I wrote the book only, uh, and I released and published the book only in 2015. It took 2 years for me from 12 or 13 to 2015. It was published and released by Governor of Tamil Nadu, Rosaya. So that also I wanted to share. In fact,
Mm-hmm. Wonderful, wonderful. So, like, ma'am, I wanted to ask you a question. We know
yeah,
this
please,
so much progressive leaders in the south. It is
yeah.
when again the cost is upon the communities. How is it in today's time from your perspective? It could be different when we see things, in the mainstream medias, which highlights, and even the social media, which highlights way different than what the mainstream media would. How would you and your perspective would be in terms of the annihilation and the social acceptance of the common, the untouchables in South?
See, annihilation of caste system is very difficult here in India. You know that there are complexities and challenges of caste system in India, which is very interwoven in Indian system. It's not like other countries. This is a very unique one, and it is spread all over India, the caste system. And upper caste people still, though they are educated and everything, and even the Dalit community are well educated now, and they are in quite better standards of economic standards they have, and even their status change. Despite all this, the upper caste community are yet to, they are yet to recognize all this, and they are still following the discrimination in India. That so as long as this discrimination is there, the annihilation will be very difficult. The annihilation of caste system. The leaders who Dr. Ambedkar, an intellectual like Dr. Ambedkar, who tried to annihilate the caste system. That is why he embraced Buddhism also. And Ratamalai Srinivasan was against it. He said, we should stand where we are and fight for the people. So they had two different ideas, but their path was the same. Annihilation of caste system was their goal. But that annihilation of caste system should be brought into practice. That is my own view also, and I also am striving hard for that, and my own uh, visibility and my own uh, path. I'm fighting for that also. In fact, in cities and all, there is no discrimination as such, though they might have the grudges in open places, and openly they don't talk about caste inequalities or anything, any such thing. But in villages and the remote places and all, still there are very high discrimination and even taboos going on. The stigma, everything is practiced in village communities, sir. So as long as these things are going on, how can we annihilate the caste system? That is my question. So,
Right.
but still, we can face the challenges, and we have to come together and unite to ourselves and discuss things to take to the next step, and what to do to what should we do, in fact, to the society, and bring in the annihilation of caste system. The government should also, I mean, do something for this. But there are enough of laws and acts. Despite all this, it is still practiced here. The discriminations and struggle for freedom is still on and on. And people are talking that reservation should not be there on one side, but a reservation alone cannot. And one more fact I want to share is so far, from my childhood, I've never enjoyed any reservation benefits in my life, whether it is for education. For PhD, I had an excellence award for doctorate, and I also do business in the open category. I'm running a petrol bunk. Though I belong to SC community, I don't. I've competed in the open category and got the petrol bunk business. And also, wherever I go, I compete with the people in open, and I have not gained any reservation benefits. Though both my great grandfathers raised their voice for the voiceless for the first time in India for reservation. That I want to share.
No, no, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. Being empowered and not using the reservation, I think that is the
Yeah.
goal be because we want to enhance the caste so our people have the equal access in the community and the equal opportunities. I think that's
Yes.
perfectly fine. Yeah, but yeah, thank you very much. I think by coming over to the Vihara session and highlighting the importance and the important role that your grandfather played in the freedom movement and also to highlight the caste. I think that's wonderful. Yeah, I think back to you, the host. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Excel. Thank you, ma'am. Is there any other questions?
Yeah, I just want to talk.
Yes, go ahead.
Please.
Yeah, thanks, Dr. Nimala, for giving the insight of Ratamalai. We have actually never heard about him. beforehand.
Okay.
And this is the first time
Yeah.
I'm hearing. So I'll go back to Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar's writing and speeches to see that how he interacted over there in roundtable conferences.
Round
I
table.
may, yeah,
Yes.
I might have read, but might not got in depth to know the names of the person. So I'll revisit it again and just see that thing.
Please.
And
And
one more thing I had to know that
yeah.
he has done so much work in the south side. I just want to
Yes.
know whether after he left, is there any other bodies who are there working because he has so many contacts and so many organizations on all these things. Has his work
Yes.
been taken further down? Just want to know about that thing.
Yeah. Actually, I want to mention this also. In fact, my uncle Parameshwaran was called by Kamarajar, Perandalavar Kamarajar, when he was chief minister. He gave him the opportunity and as cabinet, as minister, and he was mayor, MP, everybody, everything here. I mean, lot of posts he held. In fact, he was the one who actually took up the cause of, I mean, the legacy of my great grandfather, and because of their legacy, he was able to, I mean, come up in politics, and that was all. And I am also in politics, but so far, it's very unfortunate that nobody, I mean, I haven't got any chance of contesting in either in the assembly or in parliament. I was in Congress earlier. Now I'm not in that Congress party. And actually, ADMK Jayalalitha ji called me and gave so much of respect. And but unfortunately, she passed away. And after that, I'm not in any I mean, any political party. But I have supported Mr. Vijay, the present chief minister, because he has given a lot of opportunities to the all Dalit people. And I'm also an online member of the TVK. But I don't know whether Joseph Vijay, chief minister of Tamil Nadu, knows about this or me. In fact, but I don't go and ask for things. That's the thing. They should, in fact, I mean, all the people in Tamil Nadu, they worship Ratamalai Srinivasan as God. And they also, I mean, they celebrate a lot of, his birthdays were celebrated all over Tamil Nadu. And in fact, people, everybody, they carry his photos and postures, and the statues were, I mean, a lot of places the statues are, I mean, installed. And so there are people are very very fond of him, because I can feel myself. They give such a lot of respect to me as his great granddaughter in Tamil Nadu, in fact. But it is very unfortunate, and I don't understand why in political arena they are not able to recognize his family or me, or any, for that matter, any members of our family. That is very I mean, unique, and I don't understand why.
No, that's fine. My question actually, I was also one more thing that did he form any organization which can take his work further down, like Baba Sahib Ambedkar formed so
Sorry,
many
sir, no, sir.
organizations?
No, actually, because I had three sons and I had to take care of my family. My husband worked for Indian Airlines as a crew, and so he was always away. I had the responsibility of taking care of all my three sons, and so now they are all, I mean, they are in different fields, and they're all very, I mean, they're keeping up their grandfather's legacy. I'm happy and proud about them. And so I don't, I was, in fact, I never had the time or anything to, even the economic support to start an organization and run. But lot of people, from past many years, from my early age, people used to come to our house, and they used to visit me. They used to talk to me. I was also social activist earlier. Now also I'm there, but not very much active now as earlier. I used to go to the slums, and whenever the people call me, even in the midnight, I used to go and help them. And so I've done so many things. I have also helped in getting seeds, getting jobs, so many things. don't want to say everything. Like I donate also. I am running a Dr. Nirmala Welfare Trust, through which I am helping people in a small way, in fact. And
Okay.
I'm not able to run an organization. People ask me, in fact, this question was put to me in early as 1990 itself. When I visited, they invited me to Ooty to celebrate centenary celebrations of both my great grandfathers who visited, and they were, active in Ooty in 1890. So they called me in 1990 to inaugurate an exhibition, and I was overwhelmed by the people's support there. Really overwhelmed by the people's love and affection they showed on me. But it's very unfortunate that though I had in mind, I could not take up that forward as an organization or anything. But I go and talk in various organizations in Tamil Nadu, wherever and whichever place they call me. Anything I go and give my contribution in a small way.
Good to know that thing. So, which city you normally are in Tamil Nadu?
Chennai. Chennai,
Chennai. Okay.
Gindi Ikatitangal, sir. Gindi, actually
Okay.
it is Gindi Ikatitangal. I'm also running a petrol bank, and I'm very, very active even now.
Okay.
And
If I come to India, I'll definitely visit you.
please,
Chennai.
all of, many people come and visit me. I'm really one thing which keeps me very live is seeing my people and to interact with them, which makes me very happy. My soul really is very happy to see people, and especially of our community coming up and, seeing people very in a high society or status. And really, really happy and thankful to my great grandfathers who strived hard for this. They have laid the basic foundation for this, in fact.
Thank you so much.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Is there any other questions? Thank you, ma'am. I would like to invite one more time for our next online Vihara session.
Definitely,
It
sir.
is yes, sure.
Any more time, any time, and many more times. Also, you can call me, and I'm here to interact with you and talk to you. I'm really very happy and thankful to you.
Sure. Thank you, ma'am. It is time to conclude our online Buddha Vihara. I
Yeah,
would like to thank Bhante for blessing us with the Dhamma talk. And thank you to the kids motivational story reader and Krantitai for conducting the kids session. Many thanks to our guest speaker, Dr. Nirmala ma'am, for the session. And thank you to all the participants who joined today. With this, we conclude today's online Buddha Vihara. Thank you. Namo Buddhaya. Jai Bhim.
Jai Bhim. Ponnana, சரியா பண்ணு. ஆ, ரொம்ப நேரம் ஆயிடுச்சு. இன்னும் நல்லா பேச முடிஞ்சது எனக்கு சில்லுன்னு இருக்குதுங்க பாருங்க. யாரெல்லாம் பேச பார்த்தாங்களோ தெரியுது. ஹலோ